is up, guys? Today I'm filming a little commentary video. If you're new, subscribe, like this video, comment, check out my other recaps, my commentary, all that stuff. Make sure to check out all my videos. It helps me out a lot. My socials, if you're not keeping up with them, you are missing out. Everything's linked down below. Check out my podcast, Pretty Open-Minded, on Spotify, and it's on YouTube. My camera's dying. Okay, I should have flipping know that was gonna happen. Turning post notifications because you never know when I'm post. And yeah, I don't know if I said like and comment on this video, but make sure you do so. Before I say anything, do not hate Sexy Red. I find her music very entertaining and very catchy. I have some of her songs on my playlist, so I don't really have anything bad to say necessarily. Personally, I think it's funny that she made this line, but basically, if you don't know, she recently dropped a line, a lip gloss line, and all of the line, like the lip gloss names, are basically like STD names. A lot of people are not very happy with it because they think it's very like not classy and not very demure, you know. So I hate that word. Actually, I hate the word demure, but I say it as a joke. People are not happy. A lot of people on the modest side of TikTok have gotten a hold of it and weren't very happy about it. I mean, I've always wanted to know what the target audience is for her, you know what I mean? But also, like, here's my thing. I do have a few things to say about it because I feel like I don't feel like Sexy Red is the type of person you should take seriously. Everything she does is for basically like virality. She just wants to go viral, basically. She just wants to have fun and, you know, have a good time, not a long time. And I think it's a little annoying when people are like, this is not very classy of her, like she's making all black women look bad. Okay, I don't think she is a poster woman for all black women. I hate when people say that because they're making it seem like she's just like the only thing that could represent black women, when there's a lot of other black women that are that do a lot of good things, that don't fall in light of Sexy Red, that do need more recognition, like Simone Biles, Gabby Douglas, Zendaya. I feel like you should take her things as a joke. The names, yes, it is like a shock value thing. I think she does things for like a shock value and not really for like taking it seriously. I mean, the names are pretty wild. Let me just read you some of them. So we got Coochie Juice, Booty Hole Brown, which she does say in her songs a lot. We have Nut, and then we have Pee Hole Pink, Yellow Discharge, Gonorrhea, Blue Balls, and Smecks on My Period. I personally can tell that it's just for shock value, but I did see, like, when I was doing a little bit of research on it, like, this is not a new business. She's been doing it for like a little minute now. And because she did do a interview with Complex, and she was talking about the same names that you could read on here.
And it's the color of snake. And I one called gonorrhea is green like gonorrhea. And I one called yellow discharge. Like hot girls be having yellow discharge. Hole pink, booty hole brown, coochie juice. And coochie juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute, like this cute, and it smell good. And it's so like, you know, people gonna talk shit. Other people was like, you is a marketing genius because it's so fake.
She's had it for about a year. I don't know why it got so much traction this year versus last year. When it comes to like things, like really interesting topics, I do like to hear both sides of the story because I try to keep an open mind to things. I like to form my own opinions on things. People are like, this is really gross, like I wouldn't want to wear something that's called Coochie Juice. And okay, don't. You do not have to buy it. She's not telling y'all to buy it, but I think the fact that it's such outrageous names, people are gonna want to buy it. And when I look at them, they do look like cute shades. There was a woman on TikTok named The Fashion Freak, I believe. I don't know if that's the right app, but I think that's the right app. But I took to TikTok and made a little video of her trying all of the lip glosses.
Let's review the new Sexy Red lip glosses. These remind me of like the old school like beauty supply lip glosses. I used to live for a good beauty supply gloss. I'm not gonna lie to you. It smells really good. I want to eat it. They are not sticky at all. I hate a sticky ass lip gloss. I feel like this one is gonna be my favorite. I don't know why. Ooh, she is definitely pigmented, honey. I can only imagine it with a dark brown lip liner.
She had nothing bad to say from like the reviews. Like, they do look really good on her lips. Like, I would try them too. And if I bother to swipe my card for it. But the thing is, like, I know how to make my own lip glosses. I've sold my own, but I never had like crazy outrageous names. Like, mine name, I think the craziest one was Dank Euphoria. People think that her target audience is children, and they think that she made it like colorful and like interesting looking so kids can get to them. And I feel like if her target audience is children, because I do remember the video of that ballerina teacher saying that her students, her 2-year-old students, wanted to listen to Sexy Red. I do remember that conversation. But if her target audience is a bunch of 2-year-olds, where do you think they're getting it from? My thing is, like, you can't blame the children for this. You have to look at the parents. Because my thing is, we were listening, like, a lot of the people that are commenting on this is Gen Zers. We grew up on sexually suggestive music too, like Lady Gaga, Lil Wayne. Like, Lollipop was a good example of that. I used to think that when it came out in 2009 that it was literally about a lollipop, and it took until I got older to feel like, to be like, okay, this is not about a lollipop. I don't understand, like, what's the difference between listening to Sexy Red now to like the stuff that we used to listen to when we were little. Like, I only feel like Sexy Red is a little bit more vulgar, and I feel like it's not appropriate for kids to listen to her, because the songs that I used to listen to when I was little, I mean, I feel like the reggae songs were a little bit vulgar. I mean, my mom used to play like very vulgar reggae songs, and like the album covers were naked women. And so I was just like, I never knew the names of the song. I just remember that they had naked women on it, and it probably wasn't like appropriate, but also, like, I'm not saying that she was a horrible parent. It's just a song. It was just an album that she liked. But I was exposed to a lot of things. We were all exposed to a lot of things when it came to music. It wasn't just, this isn't like a new phenomenon. I think it's just as time went on, things just got a little bit more vulgar. Like with Janae Aiko, like whenever she sings songs, it sounds so like soft and very innocent, because like, I don't know why people think she's super innocent, but when you really listen to the lyrics, like, you know that she's not innocent. And she talks about Big Sean down there. In order for you to make it, basically, when it comes to getting viral, like, you have to be sexual in that industry. So with her, she's just, with Sexy Red is just, she's just talking about her life basically. I mean, she was I kind of mix her up with Kane low-key, but she like grew up being very sexual, so it was just kind of like, this is just how it is. She's kind of like the hoochie mama of this generation. I don't really know what her target audience is. I don't really know if she cares about that stuff, but also she's not here to raise your children, so you can't literally blame it on her, like, for her songs, because she's just doing what she wants to do. Especially on the modest TikTok side of TikTok, it's low-key like a headache to be on that side of TikTok, because they're just like, well, I don't think her target audience is someone like me. Like, we get it, girl. Like, just because you're modest and just because you choose to not be like, I guess, every girl in social media, doesn't mean that you're better than everyone. I don't consider myself modest. I consider myself. I don't think I'm over sexual. I don't think I'm modest, but I just feel like even if I was modest, I wouldn't be so prudish and think, because it just looks like, it just kind of feels like, when it comes to that side of TikTok, it just kind of feels like being around a bunch of boomers in one room. And I do feel like there is a difference between this generation, I don't know if it's called Gen Alpha or whatever, but versus our generation. I don't feel like my generation, Gen Z, was super over sexual growing up. I mean, we were barely understanding what the internet was growing up. I stayed in like the hamster videos and the family vlogging channels corner of YouTube in 2005. And then right now, a lot of people are just blaming Sexy Red for the over sexualization of children. Like they think that she's one of the reasons because of her songs, and it could be also a number of other things like social media and stuff like that. But I don't think you should blame a person for that, you know what I mean? Like, they're only getting exposed to what they see in their household or even at school. Like, the thing is, like, I grew up very, very innocent most of my life, and so like if I heard Sexy Red as a little kid, I would be like, my mom would not probably let me listen to her if I was little, because it's very vulgar. But I do feel like the reason why kids are so over sexualized now is because it's not because of her. I think it's because of social media. They make it seem like having sex as young as 10 is the way to live. When I was 10 years old, I was collecting Little's Pet Shop, you know what I mean? I get stressed out when I hear kids like having a bunch of bodies in middle school. Like, I was not letting boys touch me even in middle school. Like, I did not like people touching me. Like, I'm really big on personal space, probably because of elementary school, because people were constantly touching me. Not in that way, but like they were just very intrigued by my hair, the fact that I was going through puberty in 4th grade. So it was just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, the kids now are just trying to grow up, even though like that is like, I feel like if you're trying to grow up fast, it's a sign of trauma. And I don't think you should be blaming the music artists for doing what they're wanting to do, what they're told to do. I think you should be looking at the parents and why are you allowing them to wear I remember one time I saw like a TikTok of this woman going to the beach, and she said that she saw a 12-year-old with a thong bathing suit, like, and her parents were okay with it. Like, we should be looking at the parents and not the artists. Like, we should not be blaming the artists. They're not trying to raise your children. They're just pumping out music because they're music artists, you know what I mean? You're not paying attention to what they're listening to, because it's so easy to find things on the internet. Like, nowadays, like, it's not even just about the corn, it's about anything. Honestly, I can be scrolling on TikTok and I could see a dead body on there that I never liked or anything, never try to put that in the algorithm. It'll just be thrown in there for some reason. I just feel like there's too much access a lot of kids are seeing, and I feel like it's making them more desensitized to things. I don't know how I got on this topic, but I'm just gonna add this in here because it kind of ties in with the Sexy Red thing. And if you go on YouTube Kids, the kids will still stumble on like sexual things on YouTube Kids. Like, they will make it into like a way that it looks like it will be kid friendly, but if you listen to it, it will be like very suggestive. I remember one time when my cousin came over to stay here for a month. We were on our way home from the zoo, I believe, and he was looking at this video that had Mario in it, and I think he only solely liked it because it had Mario in it. But it was him going through like this museum thing, and there's like he was going through like door to door, and he was there's just like screens of things on there, and they're trying to make it seem like it's like kid friendly. But I remember like one of the screens was like the OF logo, and I was just like, but he was laughing at it because he thought Mario was being funny, but obviously it was very suggestive. Like, he used to watch a lot of weird things when he was growing up. Like, he's 11, I mean, he's 10 now. I think I'm saying that because he's gonna be going to middle school soon, but I can't believe I said that out loud. I can't believe I said that out loud. Oh, I don't want to cry. But anyways, do I need a minute? I think I'm gonna end the video here. I've said a lot. I kind of went on a tangent, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know that it was kind of jumbled, but I really just felt like talking about it. I feel like it was interesting to talk about. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos, recaps, all that good stuff. Check out my socials, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in my next video, probably next week. So, bye guys.